Guys, how are you? Day one after UPW. Welcome to the first day of your new life. I know that the last 4 days were unbelievably energizing for me, and the amount of DMs and discussions that I'm having about chronic pain and performance issues via email, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, are absolutely blowing up. I might need some help. You know what that tells me is that it tells me that the information is very valuable. It tells me that it's very much needed, especially in these tumultuous times that we're going through. And I only use that word because it's a long word. It makes me sound really intelligent, which is just not the truth. Again, that was a little bit of humor, but I don't have that obligatory laugh behind me with the sound guys. What we're going to talk about right now, and then I'm going to reiterate a sitting position that we went through as it relates to a quick interrupt to things you can do this week. Over the next 7 days, we're going to talk about the accumulation effect. We did 4 days at UPW. Your body and mind and spirit are still going to be taking in information as you go back and read things, as you go back and think of things, moments on social media where people are posting saying, I remember that. I remember the discussion with Joseph McClendon. Man, I remember Nick talking about this, and I'll never bitch or complain about my limitations anymore when I see him running around doing what he can do with what some people would call limitations, and they're not. It's all up here. Get out of here and back into here. So Egoscue is 100% about getting into your heart and being present. Yes, as I talked to you the last 4 days, the foundation is everything. The physical alignment and the foundation are everything. And it is critical for us to realize that in order for you to get to your next level, you taking you to your next level, remember that, you taking you to your next level is about giving yourself the anchor and the foundation to do it. So, what you can expect is to get closer to us as a company, to build trust with us. The reason why is because I want you long term. This is not like, hey, let's brush your teeth one day and then forget about it for the next year. I get a lot of people, especially this event, because Tony blew it up with people that they brought in and what they're actually honing to be a perfect procedure. It's literally a life-changing, game-changing experience, as you well know. And because you're on this and viewing this, you're already in that mindset. So let's take it a little bit further. So welcome to Pete Egoscue's The Egoscue Method. And tomorrow or Wednesday, I can't remember how I'm going to do this. I have to remember. I'm going to introduce you to Pete Egoscue's story. And it is an unbelievable game changer how the method started and why it's so widespread, but yet it's still a secret for those of us that just found it. And where's it been? Well, I challenge you to change that line of thinking. It's coming into your life at the perfect time. Yes, you had to suffer a little bit with chronic pain. Yes, you had to have digestive issues. Yes, the foot hurting in the morning had to be there to drive you absolutely crazy for a little bit. But now is the time to fix it. So let's go over some sitting cats and dogs like we talked about before. Throughout the week, I'm going to also take you through a push-up sequence and some bear crawls that aren't to go, wow, it's all performance. No, it's about getting you to beyond some limitations where you don't think performance is something your body can handle right now. And when you add truly functional biomechanics, which is what Egoscue is all about, and the sequencing, when you truly add that into your day, then there are no limitations. A life without limitations. Life without limitations. And that's not just something I want you saying to yourself in a mirror in the morning. It's a true belief. So here we go. So I'm going to turn this block. As you can see, I'm living out of a hotel again. And yes, of course, I have an awesome sock game going on. It's all up here. I want you to think about just sitting completely relaxed over. I mean the worst posture. Remember where your mother would come up and go, sit up. Or did I just have the violent mother? I don't know. I didn't. She was amazing, by the way. You want to engage the front of your hip, not lift your chest. You want to roll your pelvis, as I showed you this week on camera. You want to learn what this pelvic tilt rhythm back and forth is all about. And then we'll add the rest of the cat and dog sitting which cats and dogs are cats and cows from yoga, which I never truly understood because I never heard that cats and cows live together. I thought it was cats and dogs, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. So roll the pelvis down and sit on your tailbone. Shoulders down, hands are rolled over, heads down. Now use your pelvis to get off your tailbone first. Roll it forward. Shoulders come back, hands rotate open and stiff in that cheerleader finger hand, and look up. Your feet are straight or 5 degrees turned in the entire time. And then roll back at the pelvis, then the mid-back, then the shoulders, then the head. And roll it forward, shoulder blades, head up, hands turned out. Repeat that 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. I really don't care. But as an interrupt throughout the day, in the quote sitting position that we're in all the time, looked at as the new cancer, looked at as the new smoking, and you know how we look at it now. Sitting is a sport, train for it. So get ready over the next 7 days. We're going to come together like this. I'm going to bring up different topics, short videos to keep you connected with us and build that trust. And I know, having been around Tony Robbins for almost 30 years, I know the messaging and what he's thinking after UPW, which is what an amazing group of people, and we thank you for taking care of you. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you tomorrow.